Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Craig. Well, I don't know. It's a liar. It doesn't record the now recording part.
Oh, damn it. No, I do not want my music right.
Well, maybe it doesn't record its own audio.
It's rude.
So I think at next level I am going to take the druid dedication. I was just talking to Xandra about it, and I think it defines my character's lawful alignment much better, since it gives me an actual anathema and hey, this is your rule, your big, and build around that.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Plus it gives me access to 2 more skills to be trained in, which is primo.
Indeed. Tegan will be here in about 20 minutes, hopefully.
Yay.
Yay!
Religion or thievery? Thievery. I mean, I guess that depends on the outcome of the next couple of sessions.
Well, this session is starting off with the moral choice.
Oh, fuck. That's where we were, wasn't it? Fucking goddamn it. I don't want to do it.
Then don't bandits in the first place.
I'm a child!
I'm really excited to be the world's cutest bandit.
Oh, fuck.
Bandit.
I think it might involve a little bit more murder than Grippy was expecting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dizzle, did you see the meme I sent of the frog that when you're out of spell slots just cast gun?
Yeah. Yeah,
Very Grippy.
it is gonna be a lot of murder.
Oh, also, there's a commander deck that the commander is a fucking tinkering raccoon.
Yes, I want it so bad.
If I had the money, I would have gotten it.
It's good. It's a banger. Great
Mhm.
reprint. But
So-
also just so cute. Yeah, I went to a Bloomborough release. I went 0 and 4 and 1. Well, technically I went 1 and 4 because I got a buy.
Mhm.
So, but I built a raccoon deck. It was absolute hot garbage.
Yes.
But
Working on my squirrel deck.
My frog deck is the same way. It's terrible, and most of it is not even playable in the current meta, but it's just fucking wonderful.
Meme decks.
that's what counts. That's how all of my start slowly power creep. And then I'm like, oops.
See, I like
I
green
just
white.
can't.
I like the cap deck.
I've been playing a lot of multicolored, just 3 colors. I'm playing in a guild pack challenge starting in 2 weeks, which 20 people are in the tournament. We each get assigned a color pairing, and then
Ooh.
Okay.
yeah, I got black white, which I'm not particularly excited about, but I am building a Voltron deck. I have this one legend from the first draft when I got back into Magic, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll just give dude a bunch of hammers and hopefully make unblockable. Here's a clear icon with 17 hammers. Happy fucking pride.
Yeah, that reminds me of the dog meat deck.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
A dog with,
effectively, the same
A
thing.
shit ton of equipment.
Yep, that's what I would have done if I had. Well, I mean, dog meat is 3 colors, but
Yeah, dog
yeah,
meat.
I did not think about how much murder that potentially would be.
Hey, Mr. Big Semi, I need to get on the road. Thank you.
We also need at some point to run an epilogue for the Mage game.
Yes.
Me and my twink husband have been living together in a secret house away from all of this bullshit for 30 years.
Ollie has learned how to make upper. They go way bigger. But in Last of Us, the gay episode.
Oh my
That.
god, yes. Yes.
That's what
That.
that's what Ollie and John have been up to.
Yep. Frank and was it Bill and Frank? Oh, God,
Yes.
yeah. That
Yes, it
was
was Bill and
Yep.
Frank.
phenomenal.
Oh my god. And those are generic enough names.
Yes. Oh my god.
Confirmed?
Confirmed. That is 100% how John would go out. You dosed that bottle already, didn't you? With enough to kill a fucking horse. Absolutely.
Curious where Betsy's gonna go with, once having the kindred stuff under your wing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Especially if I still have all the tech from my car. That is one thing I wanted to confirm with you. Does Betsy still own a copy of futuristic Photoshop? Because that's where a lot of our magic was in those filters that were becoming less magic and more real.
Yes. Essentially, they won't work as well. They'll work like regular Photoshop in your hands. And it will probably be very frustrating for Betsy not being able to get the same quality that you used to.
Yeah. I'll
Because
make it, though.
it's just science. Why would being a vampire make you worse at science?
If anything, it should make it better.
Exactly.
I think that your major problem is going to be having kept the car.
From John. Or from the technocracy at this point.
You think they don't have a tracker on your car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John would not go after that.
Well, that means that we don't make it 30 years, that we blaze a glory getting Betsy, right?
Thelma and Louise reverse.
Yeah, we just literally take on the entire technocracy with the power of twinks and bears, just completely unstoppable.
With my
No, I
stuff
think
and your
that
technology.
I think that Betsy might be approached by the other cell, the other NWO cell, because they work for someone else. And Agent Black will almost certainly get into contact with Betsy about continued employment opportunities.
She's not enlightened anymore.
You may not be enlightened, but you have entered another community that also needs information management.
True.
And you have gotten worse at convincing people of things, but you're still pretty charismatic and persuasive.
It was still
You just
my
no
job
longer.
for several years.
You just no longer have the magical authority.
Well, and that can be remedied.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Oh, because you're a gang. So, wait, you can still get access to
Gangrels have
mindfuck
dominate, I
domain,
think.
right? Somebody just has to teach it to you?
Yeah,
And
but it
generally
won't be
drink the
near
blood, but yeah.
brain.
Aw. Too bad Terry's living in fucking Jude's brain. Terry and swimmingly.
I think that your new
it's going down.
I think that Betsy's new boss could be persuaded to teach Betsy presence.
We'll see.
Yes, indeed.
If not, seek the MILF with big titties.
I mean, would it be under any of Betsy's priorities to, find John and Oliver?
It seemed like they were pretty disgusted with her last time they saw each other, so she probably assumes those bridges are burnt. They did
No, you
kind of
come looking for us.
abandon
John's
her because
coming.
they were tired of her work.
Yes.
No, you come on our property. John's coming out with a shotgun and asking why you're here.
So I'm not really expecting any backup on that front.
Yeah. The black cell of the NWO is a small and secretive one. But I'm pretty sure your new employer would want you to at least have tabs on these folks, figure out what their likely next steps are, if they're, especially with the nuclear Oliver.
True.
The rumors of somebody painting a mushroom cloud.
It's okay. He's not around anymore.
Yeah. this Ollie guy. My name's Schmally. I'm on the East.
Molly Heimer Schmidt.
Oh god.
I love it. I fucking love it.
We run a deli. It's a nice place.
Oh my god.
You come in, you want something on a sandwich, you pay for it, I'll put it on a fucking sandwich.
Doesn't matter what it is. That's your new magic.
Cheetos,
Sandwich.
eggs, Twinkies, I don't fucking care. Hand it over.
Sandwich wizardry.
The best bodegas, they can. Honest to God.
It appears they're making chopped cheese. Okay. Back 15 years later, we look the same. We moved to a different town. They're still making chopped cheese.
Yes. Just change the name of the business every time, like fucking the Bob's Burger sign.
Yeah.
day
Honestly,
I
I don't think becoming a vampire would be a good sell to John and Ollie at the moment.
No, for the love of Christ!
No, not them being vampires. Just the fact that she's now a vampire.
I mean, I definitely want to know who did it.
Yeah, as long as it was consensual. Otherwise, I'll turn them inside out and leave them that way.
John and nudge Ollie and go, the only way it'd be consensual was if it was fucking Mothman.
What if?
Oh God, no. 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 Not allowed.
Yeah.
That is some bullshit.
Mothman wore a gay vamp.
Well, got another minute or so until it's supposed to be here, but so when last we left off, they had been firing arrows from on top of the hill and then charged down the hill on horses. Nicolt was hit by one of the arrows.
I healed it immediately.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm not John. I healed it immediately.
And the riders up front, 3 of them, you recognize 2 of them from Bandit Fight Club, and you recognize the 3rd in heavy armor from the chipped enameled armor, Captain Roderick of the Shadowclaw Bandits, or the Rainbow
And
Fisters.
we'd also made eyes on Whisper, yeah?
You have not laid eyes on Whisper yet, no. But if you had to guess, she would be up there with the archers.
I personally really like Whisper. I feel like if anybody in this world is ever really going to give us an honest chance, I think it's Bandit.
Honestly, when you've been put down to the... Oh, go ahead.
No, I think... Go ahead.
When you're put down to the dredges of society and someone actually accepts you, that's where you land, ain't it?
Yeah.
Wigglesworth will kick a rock.
The bandits have demanded that everybody drop their shit, weapons on the ground if you've got them, and they'll be going through those caravans, going through those wagons. If you're lucky, and if you cooperate, you might just make it out of here with most of the stuff you brought with you.
Reasonable. We might not have to murder that many people, just some guards. And you know what? They already agreed that their lives were worth what they were getting paid daily, you know? Like, that's an occupational hazard, and that's something I've been in my real life on many occasions.
Well, let's see if that statement was accurate.
Looking over at the other guards, there's 2 on horseback besides you 3. One of which looks like he's a 16, maybe 17-year-old farmhand with a sword strapped to his belt with a rope. The sword is glowing, though. And the other one is a portly, scruffy guy with a breastplate who has not stopped drinking since you've seen him.
Is he drinking right now?
As the riders are pulling up, he will drain his wineskin, and then look over to Garrick. Is anybody going to make any diplomatic attempts before Garrick speaks? He seems to have a grit in his teeth and a twinkle in his eye that says, first of all, he's not giving up. He's not just giving them his shit. And second of all, he's got something up his sleeve.
I don't
Son of a
throw
bitch.
myself down immediately unless at least one of the other guards throws themselves down. I'd like to make it look like I'm casting a bigger spell by just casting Figment to make the illusion of me casting a cool spell. Like just making it glow around my hands so it looks like I'm getting ready to cast a big spell.
Yeah. The little arcing, little lightningy bits between your fingers.
Yes.
So, like, I'm trying to scare the kid, but, like, I'm not... Like, I don't know if it would be intimidate or diplomacy. Like, I am trying to convince this kid that he should keep his sword where it's... That he should, like, drop his sword, like, not get involved in this. Like, I don't know if it would be, like, intimidation or diplomacy.
Well, it depends on how you're phrasing it.
Also, friend has arrived.
Hello.
Friend has arrived!
Hello.
Yay!
Hi, I love you. What's going on?
Well, the raven that has been following along the caravan opens its mouth and a pillar of black smoke spills out that coalesces into
Oh, this
Dasha.
is the best entrance you have ever given me. Oh my god. That's
For
so
everyone
metal.
else- For everyone else, they turn back into their animal forms, but you don't have one. So sometimes Ksenia just swallows you for safekeeping.
It's for everybody's safety if we're being completely honest.
Yeah. Sometimes it's for yours, sometimes it's for others. She doesn't even always do it for your safety, because, sometimes you need to be tested. But
Sometimes she also gets tired of my shit.
you pop out, and you are in a different location than you remember. You are in some wooded grasslands. There's a tall hill.
Dasha whispers to herself, I'm the master of teleportation.
Yes. There are two hills there's a hill on either side of a trail that the caravan that you're next to is stopped on. There are 3 riders up front who seem to have stopped the caravan. One of them is in armor that you recognize, and the other 2 you recognize as Griselda, Shiny Pete.
But we can't let Shiny Pete get hurt.
They seem to have made a declaration of, the drop your shit, but the leader of the caravan is gritting his teeth and is about to act. Everybody's getting an action before that happens, and we really enter initiative, as it were. But right now we have Grippy trying to convince one of the 2 guards that aren't you guys. There are 2 other guards in the caravan. One of which is like a 16-year-old with a magic sword. Looks like he's a farmhand that went on one adventure. And the other guy's a portly drunk knight.
I guess it would be intimidate. Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna get this kid's attention and say, young one, you should not stake your life on a battle like this. You'll only die, and you have so much to live for. Throw your weapon on the ground and hide in the back like a good kid.
Make your intimidate.
If it doesn't work, we'll do good cop, bad cop. I'll back you up.
Less. 12. Not
This sword's the only thing I own. I'm not letting go of it. They can pry it from my cold, dead hands.
They will.
Wigglesworth will quickly waddle up.
Friend. A sword is no use if you are dead. Dead people can't do anything except shit themselves and rot. It's really gross.
You can attempt to make a diplomacy check if you'd like.
I'm gonna attempt it. I know it's gonna be like a fucking DC 30. I don't care.
Let me grab your sheet.
And I'm cute. I'm very cute.
Yes, I think that only applies to making an impression,
I thought it was
which
charisma
is making
checks.
people. I think it's on charisma checks to make an impression, to make people more friendly towards you.
Okay.
I'm checking though.
A lot of the
Creatures.
ancestry feats are very narrow.
I mean, it makes sense for how granular Pathfinder is, but also it's
Yeah.
niche. It's like I'd like to use that.
I feel you. Mine, I get so mine is super cool. I can move, I get to ignore difficult terrain,
Mhm.
specifically in forested or jungle areas and I automatically succeed on checks to balance on narrow surfaces or uneven ground made of plant material,
Okay.
as long as I'm
So
not
anything
off guard.
wooden or earthen?
Well, no, it's roots, foliage, other junk.
Oh,
Oh, okay, like
very,
balancing on a tree limb or something.
yeah, like I'm very good in a forest, but it's very narrow.
Sounds like you'd be real good in the pit too. Damn.
Yeah.
Is
unfortunately,
it wrong that I miss it?
Is it wrong that you missed the pit?
Yes. Oh, that was like 8 months of hell, but it was amazing.
Still
It was beautiful
terrified.
hell.
It is.
It was
it-
terrific.
terrible and terrific have the same root word.
Yep.
Awesome and awful.
So Big Mama, the 17-year-old dog, has a very, very she got the prolapse, but like Reese was talking about it yesterday and was like it's was doing like a bit and accidentally said impressive and impressively loose booty instead, and I was like, from the root word of it, like it makes an impression. Like that is technically accurate, I think.
Yep. That does
Same
impress
vein.
something upon me.
It's a choice. It's word choice.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Wiggle, you rolled a nat 1 on
Are
your
you fucking
diplomacy.
kidding? Hero point. Hero point. I'm not getting stabbed right now.
All right, rolled a 3 plus 7, so it's a 10. So you're not getting stabbed right now.
Fucking killing a
But-
D6.
No, it's a d20. But he is not about to throw down a sword that is potentially worth thousands of gold pieces when he literally has nothing else to his name.
Yeah.
Do any of us have appraisal and we can break its spirit? Like a 30 gold
you have
sword, dude.
You have already exhausted your action. Dr. Thraith, are you just
No.
looking casty, or are you making an action before shit hits the fan?
I think I'm gonna reach a hand down into my familiar pocket and restore one of my spells. But other than that, I'm looking casty.
Sounds good. And how about Dasha? You just arrived in this situation. Are there any quick
So yes.
actions?
Well, I guess I am lacking in context a little bit.
Well, so
The
known
plan-
information from you. Go ahead. Sorry.
The plan essentially was for the party to lead the caravan into a trap for the bandits, and then rob the caravan with them.
Okay.
That was the bandits' plan.
Okay.
Would you like to draw a weapon or cast a spell?
Ooh, how about fear?
Fear. That's a good one.
I feel like that's a good place to start my escalation model.
Let's see. Who are you making afraid? The drunken knight, the kid with the shining sword, or the head of the merchant caravan? Everybody else is throwing down their weapons.
Let's see. Thinking about the possible consequences of intimidating each of them.
If
I go for the caravan leader, then he's probably gonna, I don't know, he could react out of fear, or they could fuck off.
there are two
But the kid
hidden options for targets for your fear effect.
Okay.
The drunken knight's horse and the kid's horse.
Oh, the drunk knight's horse.
Nice. All right, casting fear on the drunk knight's horse. There should be a class DC somewhere in your sheet. Let's see. Class DC is 16. Okay. The horse is making a will save. And 6 plus 2 for being a horse. It does not succeed. That horse is panicking. The horse is trying to just going to rear and bolt. So Drunken Knight is going to have to make a reflex save and did not make it. Drunken Knight is on his ass in the dirt.
Dasha is tackling.
Once we get to your turn, fantastic. Anybody else? Grippy tried to diplomacy. Mr. Wigglesworth tried to diplomacy. Dasha fear, and Dr. Thrace recover a spell slot. Then Garrick reaches back and pulls something out from underneath the wagon, underneath the front wagon. It's a staff, and he slams it to the ground and yells, "Fire!" And a fire elemental leaps out of the staff. Everybody roll initiative.
Fuck.
No.
We are but level 1 characters.
Can I use my distraction reaction? Is this an illusion? Can I try my distraction reaction?
Ooh.
23.
It would be much cheaper for him if this were an illusion.
That's why he only hired guards for such a big caravan.
Because he's capable of summoning more. All right,
Which means he
summon
needs to be taken out
elemental.
immediately.
Do I have an initiative bonus in this?
It's perception.
Perception. Okay, then I got a 14 then.
Fantastic. Give me just a second. I'm looking. Probably summons a flaming dwarf with a big hammer.
Oh no.
If anybody would like to make a lore check, it is.
I would love to.
What kind of lore do you got?
Let me look. I have Arcana, Religion, Occultism. I assume one of those will be correct. Also just have Academia Lore.
Academia, yeah.
Okie doke. +7 it is.
Something that you might have learned in school.
My degree's not honorary.
There it has it up here. Recall knowledge, elemental, so either arcane or nature, or recall knowledge, humanoid for their society, for a society check.
22 for the Arcana.
22 for the Arcana. This is an Azer. What would you like to have recalled about an Azer? You've got 2 questions. Other than the fact that they are fire dwarfs from the fire elemental plane.
I'd like to know if they have any damage weaknesses.
They are weak to cold.
Okay. And it's only in-universe stuff. I can't ask for its CR or nothing.
I would phrase it differently, but if you asked for its like creature level, then I could give you hints, but I wouldn't just tell you the number.
I decided to restart. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I got a 23 on my initiative.
No worries. We're just handling a knowledge check real quick.
Can I know about any special attacks they might have?
Yes. They have an aura of fire. Their skin radiates heat like a forge fire. A creature that starts their turn in the aura must succeed a DC 16 fortitude save or become fatigued while they remain in the area.
It's a fire aura that does fatigue, but not fire damage?
Correct.
Interesting. And I think that's my 2 questions.
Wonderful. Wigglesworth, did you make a lore check? No, I need to roll for you.
Also, I don't have lore.
You've got bardic knowledge.
Oh, yeah. What songs do I know about the Aster?
Nah.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Sick. My thing wasn't lighting up, so I just reset everything. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha. We gotcha, homie.
22. Yeah, you also know that they are weak to cold, and they like to throw their hammers after they set them on fire.
That's nice.
Flaming Hammer Bros.
So they're those guys from Mario.
The fire versions, yes.
Then perception check from Wigglesworth.
Are
No.
we near their ancestral battlefield? They platform in the middle of the flat area?
No, they were summoned from their ancestral battlefield where you had a platform to get to them.
Oh.
Bird, I'm trying to make your initiative roll. Do you guess what I rolled?
1,
And so I re-rolled it.
1.
Can you guess what I rolled? And
Two.
so I re-rolled it again, and guess what I got?
No.
A one?
20.
Oh,
No.
fucking God. Also, did my bardic knowledge, get anything with that 18?
Yes, that was knowing that they are weak to cold and they like to throw their hammers after they
Okay.
set them on fire.
I will relay that as quickly as I can.
And perception check. I'm going to set that to 19. Okay. Okay. For Dr. Thrace, what was your initiative?
Oh, that's one I forgot to roll.
Perception check.
Yeah! That is 16.
Nice. Okay. All right. Rolling for the bandits. Collectively. I gotta stop using this dice. Just rolled another nat 1. All right. Going for moss dice.
Oh my fuck.
Straight to gay baby jail.
Oh,
No, that one goes to
All
straight
right.
baby jail.
That's
worst
worse!
All right, and Caravan leader 6. And the caravan guards got a nat 20.
oh my God.
I don't know what is up with luck today.
Oh,
It's them first. They are going to, and the drunken knight is going to.
Yo, God, your microphone just really freaked out there. I'm not sure what you're saying. Is it the same for the rest of y'all? It sounded really robotic.
yeah.
yeah, it's
Same.
extremely robotic.
It's still fucking up.
Okay, give me a second.
Sounds like an early artificial robot voice.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Johnny 5 with a frog in its throat. His throat. I should respect Johnny 5's pronouns.
All right, how about now?
That's better.
Better.
Wonderful. Just had to shake out the dead pixels. All right. Well, as I was doing, the caravan guards go first. Drunken Knight is pulling himself up off of the floor and drawing a weapon. Looking around, sees the feral child as really the only new person in the group who might have spooked his horse. He doesn't have enough actions to get to you and swing at you. So is charge in action?
I feel like that would be 2.
It was part. Let's see. Charge. No.
I can't remember. So many.
Yep, I'm looking it up right now.
I'm just thinking from physicality of real life. Like, you got to take a second to like get your stance up and get ready to actually charge and then go.
Pick an opponent and fling yourself at him is what he's going with.
That should have another word. That's glomp.
Well, then he's going to run towards you, stumblingly, but he will be above you with sword raised, ready to swing. Next up is... He doesn't have enough actions to do it this round yet. So, next up is the boy with the magic sword. He is going to rip it free from the rope belt that he has, which accidentally ends up just cutting it off as the two ends of the rope fall to the ground. You see that both ends of it are sparking.
Of the
Oh.
rope?
Both ends of the rope spark as the sword cuts through it. And then he is going to take a swing at Grippy.
I haven't done anything yet.
Betrayal.
Have we betrayed them yet?
You tried to convince him him to put down his weapons.
That's true.
We were trying to save his stupid fucking life.
Doesn't mean the kid knows that.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as the kid's concerned, this sword is worth more than his life, and most lords would agree.
Yep. Knew I should have. When you asked for an action, I was torn between diplomacy and throwing a javelin in between his spine.
Well,
Because I still had my javelin in hand. So I was like, what do I.
Well,
Damn.
he's swinging a magic sword at you.
18.
AC 18.
Also awkward on both of our ends because, like, I'm on the ground and he's all the way up on a horse. I mean, I guess it's not that tall because, like, I was thinking of, like, being on Bartholomew, but I was like, he's probably, like, just on some cheap farm horse. So, I guess mostly just awkward. Nah, I mean, if I got the javelin, I can give him a jab up under the ribs.
I mean, I know you're supposed to be a druid and everything, but taking down a man's horse is equivalent to taking down a man.
Yeah, but, like,
Just straight up.
I'm going for the animal anathema, so I can only really, like, harm animals in self-defense or for sus.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I'm currently already under penance, so, like, I think...
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I can't.
That is true. I'm gonna yell for Griselda's forgiveness as I stab this man. Well, assuming I don't get my head lopped off, because that is also a distinct possibility. I'm a first level character. And he has a at least +1 shocking weapon. So, you know, it's possible.
Yes.
Don't cry for me.
He misses the first strike, but hits with the second.
Ouch.
And it is magic greatsword.
Oh, it's a great sword.
Oh no,
Oh.
sorry, it's not a greatsword. It wouldn't have fit on his hip. The long magic
Thank
longsword.
God.
Oh.
I almost shit myself. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
Rewind.
Grippy's dead.
Can I throw the javelin through his back?
Come on, longsword. Give me that. Really?
I think the long swords also have like the versatile thing in this one to where they can deal a D10 if you're wielding them two-handed.
Yes, they are. Well, they're versatile in that they can do piercing as well, in addition to slashing.
Okay, because I know the staff, if you wield it two-handed, it gets a D8 instead of a D4. Not that I'm complaining in the slightest.
Yeah, you manage to duck under the first slash, but the backslash that he sweeps back after it, you are not able to dodge so well. That is 10 damage.
Ooh.
Only one of
Let's
us was
go.
shocking, so it didn't get you quite as fast as it could have.
Well,
And then, Grippy, it is your turn.
Griselda, forgive me as I attempt my damnedest to jam this deep into his ribs.
All right.
First attack is 6, so 8.
To hit 8 or 18.
8, 1, 8.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
3 damage.
Okay.
And I'm here. I'm just gonna go for the 15 + 1, 6.
That will hit as well.
5.
5 damage. Okay. You don't quite manage to stick it in his ribs like you're anticipating. He twists and rides his horse to make them glancing blows.
He's gonna kill me next round if he hits. So I think I just have, and he has a horse, so he can close the distance. So I'm gonna just go for it. I think I have to. Nat 20.
Oh god, no. Okay. Nat 20.
5 plus 1 is 6, times 2 is 12. It's a nat 20 minus 10, but
Yeah, that's still it hits, and that is a lethal blow. I suppose you could knock him unconscious. These are your fists you're using, or are you using the javelin still?
I'm using the javelin.
Yeah,
just
he's
because
bleeding to death no matter what.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd have to like jump up there to get to him. I think it's the only way I feasibly
Yep.
can engage. I would ideally not kill him because I, young. I meant it when I wanted to save his life.
But you still manage to get the javelin up under his ribs. With a spasm and a cough of blood, he falls to the ground. He is as good as dead.
Get a sword, get a sword, get a sword, get a sword.
Then it is the Azer's turn. Who's going to yeet a hammer.
At whom?
The big guy leading everybody. Azer.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Scorch. 2 actions. The Azer shrouds their light hammer in flames and hurls it forward, dealing 2d6 fire damage to each creature in a 20-foot line.
Yowza.
Yeah.
I don't think Wigglesworth even has 3d6 of health.
It's not hitting. It's going up at Griselda and Captain Roderick. DC 16 basic reflex save for half. Oh God.
Roll
All right,
18.
I got 18 for Roderick, and Griselda rolled a nat 1.
Oh my fucking
And
god.
Roderick's horse rolled an 18, and Griselda's horse rolled a 1.
Okay, something's wrong with your dice, babe. Did you put them in the fucking oven? What the fuck?
No! And I know that you do it the other way.
Oh my god.
Well, Griselda and her horse disappear in a cloud of flaming chunks.
Shit. Do you think she forgave me before she became pink salsa?
It's possible that you could assume that. You didn't get a dirty look this time. Eh?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And then
The only
it will in front of Garrick. Garrick's turn. He's going to 1 action to sustain the summoning spell, and 2 more actions to summon something else.
The first summon doesn't take concentration?
It needs to be sustained, but it only takes 1 action to sustain it.
Ah. Good
Oh,
to know.
semantics question, God. Is the hammer still on the ground?
No, it has teleported back to his hand in a cloud of flame and smoke.
Magic
God
dwarf
damn it.
makes sense.
Okay, but
Azers
can you
are
imagine using telekinetic projectile on it?
He's going to slam the staff down into the ground again and yell, "Bear!"
Fuck.
And a black bear leaps out of the staff. Bandits' turns.
Day it will be my turn.
So I missed 2 rounds and then get to go the next one?
No. You're up after the bandits.
Oh, okay.
Bob, Dr. Thrace, and Dasha are the last 3.
Gotcha.
That's right, they all critted.
The bandits, there's going to be a volley of arrows. Well, not a volley of arrows. I think that at this point, Whisper's trying to be precise. But from that far away, it's really fucking hard. 3 arrows arc out from the hill, and one of them hits the caravan leader in the shoulder. Ooh, max damage. Ouch.
Oof, ouchie, his profits.
Charging.
What does damage do for
Azer.
concentration in this?
It's not concentration in this.
It's
sustainment.
sustaining, but I'll have to check.
I think I didn't look into it a ton, but I think some spells do require something also similar to concentration, top of like sustaining, and can be interrupted, but I don't know if it's like across the board,
Yeah. The lance carried by Captain Roderick deals a solid blow to the Azer, and Shining Pete will ride down the side of the caravan, not wanting to fuck with the thing that just blew Griselda to chunks, and is going to take a ride-by slash at the drunken knight who's attacking Dasha. 1 hit. 6 damage. It gets a good slash at him across his back. And now, Mr. Wigglesworth.
Okay. But can I use telekinetic projectile, or how close am I to the sword that got dropped?
Close enough. You said you walked up to talk to the guy.
Yeah. I want Dad to have it though, but I think I'll use my turn to pick it up, hand it to Dad, or like put it in like the area that he can instantly grab it and save him that turn, and then throw a guidance on him.
I do not think I am proficient with a longsword. Let me double check
Oh.
real quick. Yeah,
Well,
you
then I
are.
think I am.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
And I'll go ahead and pick that up.
Nope. Simple weapons, unarmed attacks. Yeah, a javelin is like as close to a martial weapon pretty much as I get.
Gotcha. Then I will pick up said sword.
Yeah.
How's
When
that
you pick
horse
it up,
looking? Oh, go ahead.
The horse has reared and dropped his dead corpse off and is running off to the side, away from the caravan. The sword, as you pick it up, is unusually light in your hands. And
Okay.
when you turn with it, you feel a pressure, as if the blade itself is wants to be held a certain way.
Okay.
With a little experimentation turning towards different people, it goes towards like blocking position. It's basically
It's a defensive
autopilot.
sword?
It's not an intelligence
Okay.
sword, but it has essentially autopilot.
Okay.
Gives you a +2 to hit.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
And that's, you pick up the sword. That's 1 action.
Can you cast lightning from it, or does it have to hit something?
You could try to cast lightning from it. You're not entirely sure how, though. You could point it and shriek lightning.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Point it at who?
I'm gonna say the caravan leader?
Okay.
Or no, that's gonna give me away. Fuck. Damn it, I just disconnected my headphones. Hold on. That's fucking sick.
Oops.
No, shut up.
If you don't, my next turn is... Never mind.
Then, yeah, I will go ahead and, shout it at the fucking caravan leader. See if it works.
Yep. You point the sword at Garrick and scream lightning, and it doesn't do anything.
Wonderful. Then
You have 1 action left. You can move or demoralize or throw a guidance on either Dasha, Dr. Thrace, or Grippy.
I'll go ahead and
Cast
throw
more
one
Wiggles-
on Dr. Thrace. What?
Throw it on Mr. Whiskers. He may need it at the moment.
Is he in initiative?
Mr. Whiskers is on Dr. Thrace's shoulder, so you're capable of casting it on Mr. Whiskers.
Okay, then I'll do that.
All right, Dr. Thrace, you're up.
Cool. For my first action, I would like to command Mr. Whiskers as part of a spell transference, where like I put a spell in my familiar and they put it on someone else.
Yeah.
So I pull out Mr. Whiskers and say, put this spell on Grippy. And then I cast Runic Body into Mr. Whiskers. And then Mr. Whiskers will spend his 2 actions to run up to Grippy and put the spell on Grippy.
Yep. On the ground, weaving through the caravan, the wagon tracks. Goes up, puts his 2 little paws on Grippy's boot, and runes spread up Grippy's legs.
And that's my whole round.
Then Dasha. You've got the drunken knight raising their sword above you. They just got attacked by Shining Pete from the bandits, but they are still appear to be poised to attack you.
Okay, well, in that case, let's see. Well, he's right over me, right?
Yep, over you.
Scorching blast, baby.
Heck yeah.
I've been using a vital asset in 8 hours. Your time starts now?
Is that a reflex save up for him, or let me check. Scorching blast until the end of your turn. A great massive fire around your outstretched fist.
Talk to your doctor about number one.
You evoke a massive fire into the air around your fist. For the remainder of your turn, you can blast
Punched
target
him right in the balls.
in the balls. All right, wonderful. Make a ranged spell attack roll.
Okay.
Did watch my fight at Bandit
Where's
Fight
my
Club,
D20?
didn't you?
Well, where is my D20? This is a predicament. Oh, wait, I have the ones that y'all gave me for Christmas. We'll use those.
Right.
Oh, yay!
I always default to the pink ones, but they have not been rolling nice for me lately. I think the
Oh,
other
no.
ones have been in jail long enough.
Yes.
Let's see, that's an 11 plus whatever my bonus is. We're still rolling average.
Yes. I am.
Hey,
looking
high
for
average.
it.
Hi, average, I'm dad.
Papa.
Pop, pop.
Pop what? Pop what?
Papa.
God, who was?
God, you went all Robotronic again. Somebody did.
I think your microphone went wacky again.
Yeah. Yeah, something is
Yeah.
not right. Actually, yes, that is my TV on in the background. Is that better?
There's a big old cat.
Who do you think won the debate? Magnitude? Who was he debating? Leonard or Magnitude?
All right. How about now?
Much better.
All right. All right. Then it is plus proficiency bonus, which is 3 for you, plus your spellcasting mod, plus 3 will hit. That's going to be 2d6 damage. 2d6 fire damage. No, 2d8. No, that's
Nice.
2d6. Let me check.
2d6 fire damage to the balls?
No, that was 2d8.
God,
Oh my God.
damn.
Great balls of fire.
God damn it.
It was that was all building up to that, by the way. I just want you to know that.
That is beautiful, and I did not see
The
it coming.
master.
Well
Okay,
fucking
so I'm
done.
rolling 2d8. All right, so we're doing 2d8 damage.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 7.
7 plus a 7 that he's already taken. He is not looking good. His pants are on fire. He is bleeding. It is not looking good.
I'm having
you
a bad
have-
time. Right?
You have one more action that you can use to throw another fireball at his crotch.
I would love to do that.
Oh my God.
I would take
Fireball is
great
what?
pleasure.
Roll me another d20.
All right, another d20. Oh, that's a 19
Nice.
without the bonus.
Yep. Plus 6, minus 5, so plus 1. Total of 20.
Oh,
2d8.
we love an
more
unnatural
damage.
funny.
If
my
you can't make
God.
your own 20s, store-bought will do.
Hey there, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Alrighty.
How much is for that? 2d8.
The 2d8 was 7.
No, the next 2d8.
Oh, the next two. Okay. I forgot about those.
Yeah, you hit him twice.
I'm attempting to multitask and doing a terrible job. So that's what's going on over here. 6 for the second one.
Nice. Yeah, that one will blow a hole straight through him.
In combat medicine, we call this a dismounted complex blast injury.
Yes.
And so he just
A
lost all of
complex
his
name for the most horrible thing I can imagine.
Yeah. My buddy Kenny, you met Kenny, Tegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny described and was in the military as to what happens when somebody's cock and balls gets blown off. And
I call it no nuts, no buts.
In shock and dying.
and his intestines are on the outside because your groin muscles hold all of your stomachs in place.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Isn't
awful.
anatomy amazing?
Seems like a design.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Are you sure? Are you sure? What if we were designed that way on purpose? What if there's a reason for it? What if we found the reason?
guards are up next. Fortunately, they are both dead. Grippy, you're up. There are two combatants left on the opposite side of the field, and they are the Azer and Garrick, the caravan leader.
How far is Garrett?
Probably about, I'd say about 40 feet from you.
So I can stride and then eat a javelin at his back.
Remember, you've got runic body, so your melee attacks do a lot more damage.
And then from there, I'll do my other stride and close the distance. But I want my end spot to be like with the Azer between him and I, because then the Azer can't attack.
Yes. Okay.
That's kind of my game plan. And then I'll be in melee range and able to punch him, like, because he got shot by Whisper. Even if he's a toughie, like, if I land this javelin in him too, like, it's gonna hurt.
It's certainly gonna. Roll your attack. Move, javelin, move.
23.
23 will absolutely hit.
Sorry, I was outside, so I had to roll it, and then I couldn't really read it because of the shadow. I standed in my own light.
Oops.
6. 3 plus 1 is 4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Lodges in a shoulder blade when you meant to go for the spine.
That's not bad. And then I'll get right up on his ass.
And then it is the Azer's turn. I gonna take his first action to move around the Garrick to get in melee range of you.
I fucked up. Wouldn't what's his fuck be able to make an attack of opportunity because he has a reach weapon?
If it wasn't a lance.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
they are real niche.
Who brings a lance to a battle?
If you're charging in on horseback, it can one-shot most things. Lance do depending on the system, but in 3-5 without even any feat, they start dealing like double damage on a charge attack, and then you can get feats to make it up to like times 6 damage on charge attacks with lances. Yeah, lances are niche, but you can also one-shot a fucking red dragon with them.
A well-placed lance to the eye. Yep. It shows that Captain Roderick here, head of the bandits, he's got a more formal training than anybody else here.
Obviously.
Only idiot who would bring a lance to a robbery. Azer is stepping around and then going to hit you with the Warhammer.
It was nice knowing y'all.
Flaming hammer time. 22 will hit.
Yeah. Does it deal like damage? Probably, right?
How many hit points are you at left?
7.
Oh no.
Do I need a character? I got him ready.
Let's figure out the death mechanics here.
Oh,
It's a valuable
that's
learning
never a
experience.
good sentence.
While you're dying, you get attempt a recovery check at the start of each of your turns. Flat check with a DC 10 equal your current dying value to see if you get better or worse. So,
How much did it deal?
14.
Whew!
If the value ever reaches dying 4, you die. If you reach dying to... If you have at least 1 hero point, you can spend all your remaining hero points at the start of your turn when your dying value would increase, and you lose the dying condition entirely and stabilize with 0 hit points.
Let's hold off on that for a minute. You shouldn't die for a
Yeah.
round or two.
No, I'm just... Okay.
Which is good. I have all 3 of my hero points, so steep cost, but he might not die on this day. But if he does, then y'all can meet Bill the Messenger, the cutest little billy goat minotaur you ever done seen.
Oh my god.
Angriest cute little mini goat.
Okay, so you lose the dying condition from a wounded 1. Cool. Okay. Well, first swing was at you and put you down. Second swing is going for Garrick.
Oh, what?
Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. He's going for Roderick. Throwing out another blast of flame to encompass him and his horse. And not quite as good reflex saves that time. Oh, ow. The horse goes down, and so does the rider in a pile of red-hot armor. Next up, Caravan is going to tell the bear to go get the other one. Going to take 2 strides and attack action and roll the nat 1, trips over and falls over all over itself. It is not accustomed to this plane of existence quite yet. Shining Steve is riding back. I was going to attack the bear and hits with the second attack. Okay, that's for max damage. Slashes at the bear as he rides back up towards Roderick and Garrick. And Bob, you're up.
Okay. I'm right next to Garrett, right?
No, you're about 40 feet away from Garrick.
Back. Okay. Is he a horse or is he standing?
He's standing.
Okay. And oh dear God. I guess run up to him and whack him with the sword. Hope I can make the summons go away.
That would
No,
certainly
I need to get rid of that fire ace here.
Okay, so you're gonna swing at it?
Yeah, because I can't, that burn aura thing, cannot have that.
All right. +5, +7 to hit with it.
Woo.
Rolled an 18, 25.
Nice.
Second doesn't hit.
Okay, well.
But you run up and swing and deal 8 +6 +2, 10 damage total.
Yeah, Wigglesworth, get him!
Get him. It doesn't do as much as you would have hoped by the look on him and the way that he turns towards you with the flames in his eyes.
Motherfuck.
Next up is Dr. Thrace.
Well, wait, was the Azer closer to me because it was hitting Grippy than
No,
the
Grippy
other
ran
guy?
up to it.
Oh, okay.
Or no, yeah, Grippy hadn't engaged it yet. It was up near the front of the caravan. But it is Dr. Thrace's turn.
Fantastic. Of the guards, the 2 on horseback were down, so all that's left is the caravan leader?
The caravan leader, the bear, and the Azer. Yep.
And are any of them standing on top of my dead friend?
Are any of them what?
Standing on top of Grippy, who was dying a minute ago?
The Azer is, yes, standing near Grippy.
That's a
Grippy
real
is on
shame.
the ground at his feet.
I guess I will move up to Grippy, and if I take any of attacks of opportunity, I do. But I would like to pour a potion down his little froggy throat.
All right, potion time. 2 move actions and a potion.
Okay, let me see how much those potions do. 1d8. I heal for 6 damage.
All right, looks like it doesn't do negatives, so up to 6 hit points and lose the dying condition, but gain wounded 1.
Do I have any actions left after doing that, or am I up and in them?
You're up and in.
Okay.
Dasha? Dasha, there's the flaming dwarf who just beat the frog unconscious. There's the bear who's getting attacked by Shining Steve, or Shining Pete.
I feel like the Acer is one of the most pressing matters here because
Certainly.
Grippy is not in good shape.
No.
And it's about to get worse. So I would like to cast protection on Grippy.
Okay.
Because I don't really know what fire is going to do to a thing that's made of fire.
It's not going to help. It's immune, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
If you
really
cold
cannot
damage,
fight
you
fire
can
with
do that.
fire.
All right. Increasing his AC by 1. Next up is guards who are dead. Grippy. Grippy is prone on the ground at the Azer's feet.
Well, guess I gotta try my best to get up.
Takes an action.
Yeah, I will stand. Oh, I can drink a potion and flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you could.
So I will do that.
Drink a potion.
It's a D8, right?
Yes, for the
Alright.
smaller ones, and it will cure your wounded condition.
Hell yeah. 5 hit points, put me back in pretty good shape.
Pretty good shape. And then take your swings.
First one is 6 plus 6. Second one is 13 plus 1.
Neither of those will hit.
I'm swinging at Garrick.
Oh, at Garrick.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to drop the summoner.
Then those were what?
22 and 14.
22 and 14. 22 will hit.
Alright, so 11 plus 1, 12.
12 damage.
And because of my crane stance that I can use again, my AC is 20.
Nice. He is not looking good.
Yeah, I was hoping that I'd be able to take him out there.
Yeah, he's in the red. Unfortunately, it is now the Azer's turn.
Yeah.
The Azer is going to maneuver to get you and Dr. Or no, you and Mr. Wigglesworth in a line. Take an attack of opportunity. Grippy.
Quick rules question.
And that's how it
Does
works, right?
So, does sustain the spell provoke an attack of opportunity? Because if so, I'll hold.
I don't think so now.
Okay, 6. So I will just take it then. 22.
22 will hit.
Do I get to take one as well, or is it outside of my range?
Creature within your reach uses a manipulate or a move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves a square move action to use it. Then yeah, you can take an attack of opportunity, Mr. Wigglesworth.
Wonderful that I'm swinging the sword at it.
Alrighty. Nat 20.
Fuck yes! Go, Wigglesworth!
Do some extra damage there.
One of these days I'm gonna get a tattoo that represents all of the characters that like I've actually gotten a chance to play.
With a swing, you leave a deep gash that starts bleeding fire.
Beautiful. How much did it hit for?
24 damage.
Jeez.
This thing is also in the red.
Go, Dad!
Good job.
And now it is throwing its hammer.
Did
Crowd's
Grippy
like
get his
hammer
attack of
flame.
opportunity?
Grippy did, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I only hit for 8. I rolled mid.
Reflex saves, both of you.
9.
Nice. And for Grippy, 16 plus enough to beat a 19. Half damage from 9. So take 4 damage each.
Okay.
The flames of the hammer lick past you. Bear is attacking Shiny Feet and got another nat 1. This bear is just not acclimating well. And then it is Garrick's turn. He's going to sustain the Azer with 1 action. And drink a potion with his last one.
So I'm confused on Flurry of Blows when it says apply your full attack penalty strikes, but I roll both of the
So if it's my first attack action of the round, does that mean that neither of them have a penalty, or that they'd still go regular bonus -5, and
I
then
think they still go regular bonus -5. You can just take
Okay.
them both with one action.
sick for the purpose of overcoming like DR weaknesses?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He vanishes. The Azer is the last one left on the field. The bear disappears in a cloud of leaves. It is then Bandit's turn. Roderick's gonna try to not be dead. Hey, not one. It's a sizzling sound as Roderick is slowly pushing himself up to his feet. And an arrow is going to arc down to try to hit the Azer. Nope. Yep. Nope. Three arrows arc down from the hill. Two of them miss, but one of them lodges itself in the back of the Azer's head. The arrow shaft immediately catches on fire. Bob, you're up. The only combatant that you can see is the Azer, and it is looking bad.
I'm putting 3 sword swings into this motherfucker.
Swingity swing. 8 plus 8 will 17 AC. Miss, and miss.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I mean, the two
Yes.
have -5 and -10. So I think you've got 1 hero point left that you can use to reroll the first one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Nat 20.
Wonderful.
With a few well-executed swings, the sword guiding your hand, you manage to part the thing's head from its body.
I hack it on one side with one hand, toss it up and over, catch it with the other hand, and hack it off the other side.
And it begins to disappear, begins to smolder and smoke, quickly diminishing.
You said it's grassland, right?
Yes.
Maybe I can.
Dr. Thrace.
So all that's left is the invisible caravan leader, right?
Yes.
Well, an invisible marshal class is just about the most terrible thing that could happen to me. So I'm going to be running away screaming just as fast as my little legs will take me so that I don't get attacked by an invisible bad guy.
There you go. All right. Running back towards the back of the caravan.
I'll make it look like I'm fleeing from the bandits, but I'm not fleeing from the bandits. I'm fleeing from an invisible man. Could I roll to sort of deep the rest of the caravan and start screaming, he's gone, Garrick's gone! Like, still pretending that I'm working for the caravan, like making it sound like we should all run away, but...
There's the aristocratic couple that are a second from the back, shake their heads and should have thrown down his weapons.
And just to be safe, I use one of my actions to cast Shield on myself, just to give me a little bonus AC if I get stabbed by an invisible man I've betrayed.
All right. Dasha, the only enemy left on the battlefield is invisible. But it is
An
your
invisible
turn.
enemy. That is a
Yeah.
bit of a predicament. I don't think I have anything that would help me locate that.
If you have anything that's AoE, area of effect, and you dropped it where he started, there's a chance.
The way I have these written, I don't, my computer is broken, so I don't have a lot of this in front of me. Let's see. I have one spell called Grim Tendrils that I kept because it sounded badass, but I think it also had some untoward effects.
I think that lay range. I think it makes like big black tentacles like grow out of your arm.
Yes.
Tendrils of darkness curl out from your fingertips and race through the air. You deal 2d4 void damage and 1 persistent bleed damage to living creatures in the line. Each living creature in the line must attempt a fortitude save.
In a line.
Yeah, like it's a ranged
That's
attack.
good.
It's a
That's
30-foot
good.
line.
Then yeah,
Okay.
you can angle yourself so you're blasting through the square he was last in.
Okay, yeah. I'll start flailing my tentacle around and see if I can catch him.
All right.
Get hentai, dude.
Love that you just projected that onto my character. That was never a part of my intentions.
Oh god, I didn't even think about the fact. Oh, Ivy.
Tentacle is exactly where my brain goes. I can't help it. Hentai has
It's
I would argue that plenty of other things probably might have gotten there first, but I'm sure that's up for debate.
automatic identification.
no. Saw hentai for the time when I was like, but my mom died at 12. So arguing that era of my life, it all started going downhill anyways. Kind of a chicken egg scenario, really.
All right, damage. You managed to hit him. Rather, he failed to dodge.
Wait, you did? The invisible guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm so
Okay.
proud of you,
Wait, I got it?
terrifying. Yeah.
Roll damage.
You said what?
Roll for damage.
Roll for damage. That was 2d4.
Fantastic.
A persistent lead.
That's 6.
Nice.
Right.
Ability.
Yeah, that went better than expected.
Shot in the dark,
Oh,
and now he's
yeah.
maimed. Drink a potion.
That is enough to drop him.
Yeah. So
He-
proud of you, terrifying baby.
The black tendrils reach out from your fingertips in a straight line through where he was, and they impact something. He becomes visible again, spreading out from the impact points of the fingertips. And black and smoking, he falls to the ground. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Grippy
Wigglesworth is going to lift all of his arms up in victory and just let out the most guttural yell, just covered in soot and burns and cuts.
Same.
I'm still
Same.
running away and screaming, right? Like, I couldn't have noticed that from running away and screaming.
You can hear the cheers now.
I will also
That's true.
turn to Dasha and just say,
You are terrifying. I love you. You're part of this family now. Welcome.
Thank you.
Wigglesworth will
I like
offer
you
a high
guys.
five.
All right, that was
I want to run over and start flying first aid to Roderick as soon as
Yes.
done screaming.
2 level 1.
Oh, nice, but not nice.
So,
1 level
It-
3.
69 miles to exit, or 69 minutes to exit.
All right. Everybody gain 340 XP.
Wow.
950. We're 50 XP away from a level up.
950. Damn.
Okay, I should be writing this down.
Actually, I'm going to say that I'm going to just get you that other extra 50 XP for completing the quest.
Hey!
Yay, level 2.
You all
We
reach
did
level
it.
2.
We did it.
Appreciate.
We almost died for it, but we did it.
Yay! Yay! My level up for
Wonderful. And I'm going to be home in about half an hour if everybody else wants to start doing their level up stuff.
I'm definitely
Yay.
not doing it right now already.
I get 2 spells.
Yeah.
So does Dasha.
Oh. Do I get new spells or do I just get more spell slots?
You get 2 new spells.
Ooh.
Up to your highest level. Let me check. You get a skill feat and a witch feat. And they're still just first level spells. But you get 2 more first level spells to choose from.
Okay, cool.
Skill feat.
Driving past a truck, and I know that it says Dongfang, but it reads like Dongfang, and that's just a terrifying thought.
Sequels teeth.
That's
Hmm.
Needle.
Oh my
I'm
god.
taking cantrips that typically do like animalistic type thing, so that it furthers my belief that one of them is Gale Blast, that I am turning into a bird.
I love it. It's quite the slow and shocking metamorphosis. I speak from experience. Of course, there's 5
Okay.
accidents of 26.
So level 2. And now, how do I add new spells?
If you guys are trained in society, we could learn sign language together.
Ooh, I don't think Dasha is trained in society, but if I get to add that, I could.
Wigglesworth will definitely learn that simply because he's realizing that neither of you have that.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the skill feat sign language unless I find something really way better, but I doubt it.
It is a pretty good skill.
There's a witch feat, which is armaments that gives you nails that do a d6 slashing damage, teeth that do a d8 piercing damage, and living hair that can grapple people for a d8 bludgeoning.
That just sounds like
That's what I was gonna build a witch around in Pathfinder First Ed. Actually, the hair grapple feat. It's pretty sick,
Yeah, the hair grapple's pretty nuts.
and like it goes ham. Like you can get it to be able to and stuff like that. It was a whole rabbit.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with sign language unless we think there's any specialty crafting we could use. Like, I guess I could go into alchemy, but I don't know.
I mean, I think we should ask our bandit friends.
That's true. We are part of a group. Let's make sure they're not going to kill us next.
Exactly.
Well, with healing Roderick up as much as you can, the rest of the bandits come down off the hill, bows drawn.
Very excitedly, but in that like excited, hushed whisper, Wigglesworth is going to go,
Couldn't quite hear that.
whisper, I gotta do something.
I did not.
Yeah, you're peaking your microphone, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not even doing it that high pitched. My normal voice is more high pitched. I just say whisper. I cut a guy's head off.
Oh, gotcha.
Good job.
That's all Wigglesworth needs.
Well, they are riding down the caravan and collecting goods.
Who's getting that staff?
I think it should go to Dr. Thrace, personally.
And then I'll turn around to the people of the caravan.
Maybe next time you'll think twice before creating social outcasts of well-meaning woodland creatures. And if you don't, I'll come for you.
They look very confused.
I think I'm going to take the Wizard Feat Cantrip Expansion.
Lets you take 2 more cantrips a day.
Yes, it does.
So cantrips, they work like first edition where I can just cast them?
Over and over again.
Wes. I took Gale Blast and Needle Darts. Gale Blast is a 5-foot emanation with a Fortitude save, deals a d6 bludgeoning damage, and if they fail, they're also pushed 5 feet away, and if they critically fail, they're pushed 10 feet away.
I just took Needle Blast most recently, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I got the Needle Dot. Needle Blast different? Is it like AoE?
I probably just missaid it.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because there's a bunch of different ones. Like I almost thought I was taking this other one because there's like Flashing Wind is another one too. So there's just like a lot of very similarly Flashing Gust. Then I took Gale Blast, giving a puff of
Yeah,
poison.
it's cool because it's layered, but it's fucking confusing.
You guys should look back into the builder if you're using Wanderer's Guide. It looks like they're still building it. So there may be some first level stuff it's finally managed to let you build in. I was just able to pick which skill my assurance is from and choose my thesis. So double check.
Oh hell yeah. Oh, and I have the Animal Order and I get Wild Song.
Nice.
I do have to see how many of what spells I get. I get an extra third level spell. Doesn't say what this chart is. I assume that's per day. Okay, number of spells I can prepare per day.
Next level, I'm taking untrained improvisation so that I can fight with the grappling hook better, since that's now a canonical fighting style of Grippy.
Good.
Nice.
Ooh, I get access to any 2 spells I could have spell slots for. So I learn 2 first level spells, if I wish. Bizarre magic.
Now everyone in our party can cast spells.
Hopefully one of us will pick up a healing spell someday.
I still haven't chosen mine, so I could absolutely add one.
That would be...
I can't feel incomplete without one.
I'm also support, and I still haven't done my leveling up yet, so I can also look for healing.
Potions and mundane healing is nice, but I really wish one of us had lay on hands or something when Grippy went down.
Well,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have the Yoti's feather.
That's true. I just don't know where it is.
I don't think, or I think we gave you the part that was able to entangle,
that's right. Yeah.
And then we gave the feather to Bob, or was it vice versa?
No, I had the heart.
Okay.
Which is
So we got
I
a really
should
cool
have back.
feather, Tegan, that
Okay.
does like cool healing stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, I remember. That one had a weird name.
Yeah, the Yoti, or like that, Jyoti.
Yeah.
Maybe double O.
Geoti's
But
feather? Geoti.
goats, that's it.
What?
Yodi feather.
No, Yoti. Goats.
That's right. You can cast Vital Beacon once per day, and if you attach it to a weapon, it gets the Disrupting rune. And you can always use it... No, that's the Legacy version, it's Stabilize. But yeah, once per day you can cast this spell I will link in the right channel. Oh, it's already... The item is already linked in Genesis Info, but the spell is now in Genesis Info.
Oh, it takes
Wonderful.
1 minute to cast.
1 minute to cast, but it's insane in that it casts a total of 4d10 plus 4d8 plus 4d6 plus 4d4 healing.
Yeah. How long does it last? Oh, duration until your next daily preparation. So it lasts all day once you
Yep.
activate.
So before a big fight.
Okay. Well, and just in general, like just having that up, like be like, cool, we're leaving in the morning. You wave the feather around. It's lay hand.
Sure Strike. That's the one I was gonna get.
Oh, is that the plus 20 to...
Yes, which was garbage in first edition, but because everyone gets 3 actions, any of which can be attacking, it is just plus 20 on your next roll.
Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty... It's called Sure Strike in this one.
Yeah, because of all the renames.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm definitely learning Sure Strike.
I was terrified. Azers are like... I mean, they're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, we got out of that one pretty lucky.
Yeah, that I appreciate not being chunky salsa. I was trying to put on a brave face about it because, I'm always okay with if it happens, it happens. But I was like, on the inside, I kept muting and being like, fuck, shit.
Yeah. I had the bandits on your side soften it up a bit, but it's still serious damage output.
Still a good way to die.
Well, so even if I hadn't taken any hit, that first whack alone would have put me at 3. Like, my max health is only 17, and the first time it bonked me was for 14 points of damage. So even if the dude with the lightning sword hadn't hit me that hard, like, just making contact with any strength modifier plus 1 damage of shock damage would have meant that was enough to put me down and dying. Like, rolling the minimum damage with a plus mod.
Brutal. Okay, I am leveled up. I'm so upset I'm gonna smoke a marijuana about it.
I'm looking through feats right now for our little witch.
Oh,
As
which
far
flavor?
as,
Oh, you
looking
were
at the witch
talking to.
feats and the skill feats for Dasha. And as far as the witch feats, I think the one that's going to get you the most bang for your buck as far as fun is probably going to be the living hair. It can get upgraded as you level
Living
up.
hair.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, can you read me that one?
Yes. That you can instantly grow or shrink your hair, eyebrows, beard, or mustache by up to several feet and manipulate your hair for use as a weapon, though your control isn't fine enough for dexterous tasks.
Yet.
Oh, it's the perfect weapon for a feral child.
Yes. Level 4, you can upgrade it to expertly perform various tasks. It can get upgraded even more to do like increased damage and grappling. No,
Yeah.
it's great.
Strangling somebody with your hair, and also you're just holding them with your hair, blasting them in the balls with a fucking fireball while I'm punching them in the tushy.
I think that just fits the
That's
character
how we do.
so well. Then you also get a skill feat, and I'm thinking the major skills that you've demonstrated so far are thievery, occultism, and survival.
Yeah.
Which one of those would you rather specialize in?
Oh, that is a tough choice because they're all kind of good choices.
They're all good choices.
Hmm.
If you wanted to specialize in occultism, you could learn to trick magic items by making occultic checks to be able to use wands that you couldn't usually use or use other items that you wouldn't usually be able to.
Okay, so it
I've
gives
been
me
muted
some
that whole time,
versatility in
haven't
that
I?
sense.
For thievery, you could make it, looking at the thing, pocket abilities. You can palm an object that's closely guarded without the -5 penalty. Or the forage ability, which is, I think, real on point for a forager. When using survival to subsist, if you roll any result worse than a success, you get a success. On a success, you can
Oh.
provide subsistence for living, subsistence living for yourself and 4 additional creatures. On a critical success, you can take care of twice as many.
We're
Okay,
creatures.
well, I feel like yeah, and you're a creature.
Yes.
Yes, and that is actually the perfect number of creatures for our party. So
Exactly.
that makes survival an especially attractive option because that one is going to come in handy a lot.
Then I think go with the forager and the living hair for your skill feat and your witch feat.
All right, yeah, that sounds fun.
Wonderful. Checking out.
And I'm taking battle medicine, so I'll be able to treat wounds in combat for a single action, but it does not remove the wounded condition. Like, it restores the hit point, but it cannot remove the wounded condition while.
Cool.
And it also doesn't count because you can only treat wounds on somebody once per day. It does not
Yeah.
count that, but you can also only use battle medicine on a person once per day.
So it's the second one action treat wounds per day.
Yeah, and it doesn't take 10 minutes. It's just the one act. Yeah, super nice. I think all I get. Yeah. I was torn between that and since I took thievery as my skill for this level, I was thinking of taking dirty trick, which lets you, give the enemy clumsy one by doing something like the examples are you hook a foe's bootlaces together, pull their hat over their eyes, loosen their belt, or otherwise confound their mobility through an underhanded tactic.
Oh, love it.
You can't.
Like, it's a very difficult choice because I'm like, that is so on like flavor for me as well, but so is the like healing. That is something I've done, but the other one is just like flavorful and hilarious and gives me an extra combat action.
I'm either going to take society or whatever the equivalent of bald-faced lying is because I have a feeling I'm going to have to use that fucking often.
All right. Well, I got Shell leveled up on my side.
Hey,
Would y'all rather I take the dirty trick or the battle medicine? The dirty trick feels more selfish, whereas the battle medicine is more like generally practically helpful.
Yeah, but you're a mainline fighter, pretty as far as we've seen.
Yeah, we have enough casters. We'll probably have in a fight healing handled now.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
take your
I would
underhanded
rather you
trick.
took dirty trick.
Yeah, same.
Sick. Perfect.
And
Go
they
for it.
are the bandit camp the bandits are stripping everybody of their valuables. Everybody gets to pick one magic item. The staff and the sword are amongst those.
I'm pretty sure I want to keep the sword. I doubt there's another magical item in there that I'm going to like more than it, but I am willing to look. And if someone else thinks that they would be more apt to handle it, I am also willing to admit to that.
I would like to know what my choices are so I can make an informed decision.
I am figuring that.
I think you're actually the only here proficient with the sword.
Sick.
Oh, Xandra, you're robot now. Oh, and the
Okay. Staff of Summoning was what it had got.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
yeah.
That's better, yes.
Sorry, my wireless was under attack by Chef Mike.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Ah,
All right.
Doesn't say on the Nethys how many charges are in the staff.
I think it effectively adds it to your spell list.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Sorry, I was distracted. Ask again.
Staffs.
STAFF?
Yeah, how do they?
Ooh, new edition, new stabs. Let's look. It used to be like a rod, but you had to be really good to use it. A staff gains charges when someone prepares it for the day. You add charges to it for free, equal to your highest level spell slot. You can add charges by putting your own spells into it if you want. But casting from a staff, only if you have that spell on your spell list and are able to cast spells of the appropriate level. So you need to be a high-level caster to use a staff, unless the staff only has low-level spells in it.
like this one just has it's a staff of summoning, so it has the cantrip Tangle Vine, first level summon animal, second marvelous mount, mist, summon animal, and summon element.
Let me make sure those are on my spell list, but I have Tanglevine, so it should be. Yeah, Arcane, Arcane, Arcane. Yes, looks like this is only good for Arcane and Primal casters. So me or the Druid.
And I only get cantrips. If I only took Druid dedication feats at like 20th level, I'd be able to cast like 3rd or 4th level Druid spells.
So this staff may be best off in my hands.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
yes, I would think
Dasha,
so.
are you arcane or a cult?
Cult.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
That means we
She's
share the
arcane,
same
not
pool.
a cult. No, she's
Oh,
a
she's
cult.
arcane?
Sorry, I
Okay.
had the longest flight home in the world, and I have no brain today.
No, you're all good. You're all good. Also, plane? Where'd you plane?
Oh, I was in Virginia visiting some friends, and then I had a series of flights home, culminating in a 6-hour layover in Las Vegas from midnight to about 7 this morning.
Dangerous.
It was long. Yeah,
Oh,
I basically just some guy picked up my entire bar tab, which was actually getting a little bit egregious, and I got up for drugs. I had a great time. I made lots of friends.
Nice. I love that. Love to hear that.
It was actually it was one of my better layover stories, actually.
Aw.
The other
So
one was
much.
on the way to
Makes me so
Sweden when I
happy.
thought I was getting the other best layover was on my way to Sweden when I thought I was getting married over there. And thank goodness that didn't happen. But I thought I was at that time. And I told the whole airport bar, hey, I'm getting married. And then everyone got shit faced. We drank the bar out of champagne. We drank the bar in the international wing of the Chicago O'Hare Airport completely out of champagne on Christmas.
That's beautiful. Oh
Between
my
me and
god.
4 other people.
I loved every part of that
I
sentence.
think I was technically too drunk to fly after that, and they still let me on the plane. I
You're
wasn't
getting
missing that
married.
flight. I threw up so much when I got to Stockholm. My ex and his dad picked me up from the airport and like, please don't let me throw up in my future father-in-law's car.
Oh.
This one was a little
You
easier
didn't.
to deal with, though. Did not. I didn't throw up today either.
Proud of you.
It's always a plus.
Really, I felt like I was going to.
My buddy played an Azer in a monstrous campaign
Rad.
that we were playing, and yeah, they're no joke. I was just like, oh, fire dwarf, like that seems. Oh,
Oh, we gonna die.
yeah, I was playing like a Grippy or something like that. I was playing some weird race that had like 4 arms and a bonus to dexterity, and I was playing a paladin of
Cool.
Hextor. Yeah, so I just had like 2 maces and 2 shields.
Sword and board and board.
Yeah, and since I had the multi-attack feats, I took all of the shield fighter feats. It was a bit much. We only played 1 session.
I was in a game with a guy where one of the races had 4 arms, so he used 2 of them to wield a longbow and the other 2 for shields. So he would just walk through the combat doing close range shots because he was like 8-10 feet tall. Get me up here, idiot.
Okay, parked and taking crap out of my car now. I will be up to the apartment shortly.
Okey-dokey.
That's unlocked. I want lock.
So everyone is level 2 with 0 experience.
I think we're just at 2,000, and then it just goes up like in D&D.
No, it doesn't. This one's weird.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, it's 1,000 XP every
Brought my phone in
level.
here.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
that's
Thank you.
so bad.
Well, I think the amount you get scales based on your level.
Oh, so you get less XP as you get to a higher level.
Yeah, I think they've offloaded that math onto the Dungeon Master.
Less.
It just seems like another digital calculator the GM has to keep open, you know?
Yeah.
So I posted a screenshot of the list of items, list of 20 available items. We've been asking what any of them do.
You're roboting out again, hun.
You still sound rough. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Try now.
Oh,
That
yeah,
sounds
that
good.
fixed it.
All right.
Beautiful.
Well, I guess this will have to work. But I posted a list of the 20 available magic items in Genesis OOC. Feel free to ask me what any of them do.
Oh, right.
I also posted the HTML for the website that has the clickable links, but that's probably not going to work well for anybody.
If you just sent us a link to your search, that might pull up easier. I don't know, though.
No, it just says PF2E loot generator. It doesn't have any identifying features.
Gotcha.
Oh, I want a cursed item. Tell me about the bag of weasels.
Oh god, it just cursed items. Okay, it's not supposed to say that it's a cursed item, but
it's classed under cursed items.
the bag of weasels.
How else were you going to get my attention?
This item appears to be and functions as a Type 1 spacious pouch until you try to retrieve an item from the bag. Whenever you retrieve an item from the bag of weasels, roll a DC 11 flat check. On a success, you retrieve the item as normal. On a failure, the item you retrieve is transformed into a weasel.
I want it right now. Oh my god. This is perfect for Dasha.
Okay. You have the
It's
bag
just kid chaos magic.
Choice even more. Honestly, like that makes it so much more that like Dasha sees this thing, like identifies it, grabs it, and just doesn't tell anybody what it is. Like,
Oh god, I can't wait for the payoff on that.
I like Pippin with the Palantir, just like, ooh, I'll take this now. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely the backstory.
Okay.
She got that item.
Excuse me.
what is a necklace of knives?
I hope
Necklace
exactly what it
of-
says.
Necklace of knives. Coming from where are you? Necklace strung with miniature stone throwing knives. As long as you wear it, you are never without a weapon. A crude surgical tool, or a stake for a vampire, if necessary. You can pluck a miniature knife from the necklace, and it grows into a normal stone, steel, or wooden dagger for as long as you hold it, fading away after 1 round after it leaves your hand. It is never depleted.
The Horn of Fog is like, as scrolling down the thing, seems probably like most useful because like the ability to give ourselves cover. I haven't looked into it yet, but like I'm probably Necklace of Knives or Horn of Fog because that sounds
2 actions
very
to
helpful.
once a day you scatter the dust. No, that's cloud pouch. What the hell?
Nope, doesn't work. That's fine. There's 2 of the same item on this list, just a heads up.
Yes, there are 2 copies.
Just making sure.
Weird. It's not pulling up your Horn of Fog.
What's a solar shelf flower? I gotta look that one up, God. I'm sorry. That sounds beautiful.
It does sound like
Oh, I hadn't that one.
It really does.
Shelf flower. This
Going to
+1
the
striking
Caravan.
flintlock musket. It's a gun. Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a +1 musket that does fire damage. It doesn't even use ammo, it uses sunlight.
Did you get that notification? It says low battery, needs to charge.
It's
Flintlock
holy
muskets,
shit.
I believe, are actually simple weapons.
I can throw on mine and make viewings if that works.
I have cantrips that are almost better than this. Oh my god. The construct fires a small jet of fire that automatically hits the target, dealing 3d4 additional persistent fire damage. Oh, on a crit. No, that's twice that on a crit. What? Okay, once per day you can do an additional 3d4 persistent fire damage when you hit someone with it. No, when you attack someone with it. You don't have to successfully hit, but the 3d4 persistent fire damage will automatically hit.
Jeez. It.
That one's nuts. One of us should grab that one.
So, a flintlock musket is in
not me.
fact a simple weapon. So, any of us are capable of wielding it.
Am I? I should double check that, because I have the lack of proficiencies. Where would that be? Proficiency.
I might take a gun.
You should take this gun. Absolutely, you should take this
Unless
gun.
Bob wants the gun, but
I think Bob's taking that sword. That's a full seek, a full plate. Hot damn. I'm still looking my way down this list. It's like, fuck. Wig of holding? Excuse me, God. I'm looking that up. I mean, I'm probably taking the staff, but how can I not look up a wig of holding? Oh, okay. That's not as cool. Which probably explains why it's very cheap.
A Wig of Holding can hold like 4 bulk of items.
I think
Grippy
I'm...
with a mullet, like, just like...
It's a Staff of Necromancy. I don't think I'm going to be a necromancer, so I won't mess with the Staff of Necromancy. I think the Staff of Summoning, whatever it was called, is probably what I will stick with. Can I mock the Pathfinder who lost his writ of authenticity?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I shamed the shit out of that Pathfinder. He should have killed us.
I think that was the one who died. That was Garrick's.
No one else in this caravan was a Pathfinder, were they?
No.
We can
nobody
tell?
else.
Okay. We'd be in the hottest of possible shits if this was just secretly a Pathfinder caravan. Though I don't imagine we would have survived to attack it had we.
Yeah, they probably would have been more well defended.
I want to try to bury not the old guard, but the younger farmhand boy.
Okay.
We should bury all of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was my initial, was to try to go out of my way to give him a burial.
Sanya looks disappointed. She was looking forward to a carrion snack.
Oh God, I know I've joked about it, but I want to make sure it hasn't come to pass. Mr. Whiskers hasn't asked for his cut of the magical items, right? He hasn't gotten too uppity yet.
No, not quite yet. Although now that you mention it, he's certainly eyeing some of the stuff.
I don't stop
Looks
it.
so cute with the wig.
Fuck. That's a good point.
Just think of how cute Mr. Whiskers would look with the fucking wig. It's magic, right? It would shrink down to him.
It is magical.
They wouldn't even notice it was gone. And he did work hard.
He had to run
delivered
across
himself.
an active battlefield, but I'm not going to tell him he gets a magic item yet. Once you pull that trigger, you don't go back. He's going to start asking for a cut.
Yep.
The mouse
I'll mention it to Roderick while I'm tending to his wound. Diplomacy isn't my strong suit, but while I'm applying my little salves and roots and herbs and crystal powders, I'll be like, Mr. Whiskers would look real cute with that wig.
All right. Make a diplomacy check to request. You succeed, they agree with stipulations. If you critically succeed, they agree without stipulations. 13.
I have no modifier, so...
I don't think the rat can wear a wig, and besides, his cut is his master's cut.
That's fair.
But he will help you bury the bodies after the caravan, the rest of the caravan has been stripped of its most valuable goods.
That was a pretty good fight. Really thought it was over there for a second.
Yeah.
It was for some of us.
Yeah.
He looks over at the charred remains of Griselda and her horse.
I knew I should have thrown that spear right through his back. He had a look in his eyes. I never thought that. The only person I've ever seen do that kind of magic.
This is why we don't rob magic item shops.
Yeah, I did not know that's what's going on here.
Well, that's the reason why this haul is going to be as lucrative as it is. We're counting out the loot now. You can each take your pick of one of the magical items, or we can just pay 100 gold for your cut.
Oh, I'm taking the gun.
I'm gonna take the item.
Grippy's got a gun.
Oh my god, Dizzle.
Grippy's on the run.
Who gave Grippy that gun? No, really, who gave Grippy that gun? Seriously, who gave that frog a gun?
Just for shits and giggles, God, what's on the necromancy staff? Anything that wouldn't send me to hell?
Let's see here. Staff of Necromancy. I guess it's Staff of the Dead now. But cantrip, Void Warp, calls upon the void to harm a life force. Grim Tendrils, Summon Undead, Peaceful Rest, and more Summon Undead.
I take it I can't cast Summon Undead without getting arrested.
Not in this area, but there are necromancy is theoretically legal in Ember Peak and in the Shadow Valley.
How illegal is this staff then? Like, how are the bandits reacting to finding this in the hall? Are they taking out the person who had it and shooting them? Are they considering leaving it behind? Or is this still smuggle worthy?
Pretty much everything like in the magic item pile was got out of Garrett's caravan, There's some spices and other trade goods and some gold that they got off of the other people in the caravan, but really they wanted to knock over the magic item truck.
Okay. So, and this would be something legal to find in a magic item store? Or is this his special select stock? It seems.
See, you're in a very disorganized part of the world that you don't have there is a king, but doesn't have
not enough guards
control.
To hold everything.
So it's mostly just feudal lords. Whichever lord is going to be miffed that you're summoning undead that day, but mostly it falls under the legal to own, illegal to use.
Understood.
like anything fun.
If I'd walked onto my campus with this staff, would I have been
Oh
arrested?
boy.
It would have been confiscated
Okay.
And never given back.
and never given back. It would have been locked up in some closet somewhere and gone to dust.
Okay. So my wariness of this staff is visible, and I clutch the summoning staff and say, I'll stick with this one.
They look like they were made by the same person.
Do magic staffs shrink to be my size?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Ideal. I do offer the mundane stick to Grippy. I don't know if you have any use for this now, Grippy, but this may be of higher quality than what you're using to hold your bindle before. I purchased this in the college gift shop.
We got sword, we got bag o' weasels, we got staff of summoning, and we have, what did you
Gun.
take, Grippy? The gun, the solar shellflower.
Yeah, and I will gladly accept the quarterstaff from Thrace, and I'll use my old staff as a headstone for the young farmhand. Tried to warn him.
I told him you just fall and rot and shit yourself and look at him.
So do I put it, would it be a +1 striking rune that I would?
Yes.
Okay. Grippy's got it.
Okay, so yeah, it regularly will do 2d6.
And then
2d6
once a
fire
day.
damage.
Yeah, and then once a day can be
Automatic 3d4 persistent fire damage.
when I was
Don't even
reading it,
roll the hit.
the page that I'm reading says that when it strikes, it says here activate, interact for day. One of the panels attaches for the next 1 minute whenever you strike an enemy with the solar shellflower. The construct fires a smaller jet that automatically hits the target.
Whenever for a minute?
Yeah, as long
That's
as the attack
insane.
hit. The attack
What,
has
does
to
it say
hit
successfully
within 2d.
strike or use the strike action? Because you can
Oh,
miss but still have
right.
used the action.
Because strike is not just like whether it's whenever you strike an enemy. So does that mean whenever your attack lands, or does that mean whenever you use the strike action on an enemy? Because I'm fine with it being just whenever an attack lands. I totally
Yeah.
understand. Like
I'm gonna go with whenever an attack lands.
it's just like I totally see what you mean, because it's even capitalized. It says whenever you capital S strike an enemy, and I'm like,
But you have to successfully strike it. The second shot will automatically hit for the extra 3d4.
and that's persistent. So I need to look at how persistent damage works. I haven't looked at that at all yet.
All damage dealt by it is fire damage.
Yeah, so it is not usable against something like the Azer, which luckily I do have other, like I have cantrips that deal almost the same damage at range. But the fact that it's so terrifying and persistent.
You do still need ammunition.
It's flintlock, so the ammo's going to be okay. We're looking for black powder, which...
It doesn't need. It doesn't need black powder because of the sunlight collectors.
Then yeah, you just need small lead pellets. Any blacksmith or his salt can make those.
Hell yeah.
There were 10 of them with it.
Shots for now.
Now that's an extra bulk to carry. And each 10 rounds is a bulk in and of itself.
Ooh.
It is lead.
Yeah.
I wonder why it counts as a flintlock if you don't have to worry about firing it.
I think for proficiency's sake.
Oh. Yeah, you're
that would
probably
also
right.
make it easier to, like, it's like any other time I would feel weird about just picking up a gun as a character who's never used it, because would have to load like powder and whatnot, but I literally would only have to load shot, and so it's like could probably teach myself pretty easily.
Yeah, you just have to put the ball in it and flick open the solar collector. The thing that I am going to rule about it though is that it will not work at night or underground.
Or probably in particularly rainy conditions.
especially dark out. Yeah, it is solar powered.
Solar power. It's the most druid-themed gun I've ever seen, and I love it.
It is.
Yeah. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. My AK will have you saying, "Oh no, no, please."
You say get fucked.
Following in the footsteps of the deity that he worships and arming himself.
You know, that's probably one of the reasons why you
Don't
found
exist.
that here and that even exists in this world is a lot of the life worshippers in this area are packing.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I'm so down for that.
Favored
That's
weapon
what-
of their deity is the rocket launcher.
Yep. We need to make them up gods so bad.
If a problem is worth dealing with, it's worth dealing with quickly.
Yeah.
And correctly.
Or yes, or as Sequoia might say, by any means necessary.
There you go.
Any
No matter how excessive.
bright sunny day and my AK spray.
In the length of time I've been with this party, I don't think the rocket launcher's ever really been used in a situation I would call excessive. We were always in such deep shit.
That's true.
I don't
like
know.
a
There was
rocket
the one
launcher
time.
was
There was the
always
one
an
time
adequate
Sequoia
response.
used it point blank.
Sometimes.
But that was a Tabitha incident. So.
Exactly.
Oh god. That was Sinclair.
Oh wait,
it
no,
was-
there was that. There was that also,
it was
but there
both.
was also Tabitha. Yeah, there were.
Tabitha was in the
I
same
did
room
that
as
twice.
Sinclair.
But then there was also the time that there was also in that campaign there was another scene where Tabitha went to Genesis and called her mom.
Yep. And rocket.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
Yeah,
also
that was
that.
the point.
Sounds
Yeah.
perfectly justified when dealing with Tabitha.
Yes. Well, the merchants have been sent on their way, sans any guards, and missing their leader. Most of them turned back for town.
Well, if we weren't already hated.
Yeah, we're never allowed back in that town ever again.
No.
But hopefully, Dr. Thrace will say, looking towards her new party leader, we have a place to be for at least now.
After the folks are out of sight, Roderick will take off his helm. You're welcome to stay at the cavern, and you're welcome to come back with us while we make the trek. I see you've got a more suitable mount.
Yes. I do look at Nicole. Is there still an arrow sticking out of that horse?
Nicole.
I seem to remember we healed around the arrow and decided to pull it out later.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was what we had to say.
I was gonna
Whisper.
follow the brain train.
Yeah, Whisper walks up holding Nick Holt's reins in one hand and a bloody arrow in the other.
Thank you, Whisper.
You're welcome.
Great shooting.
I was aiming for the head.
I'm just glad you weren't aiming for ours.
I meant for the Azer. I wasn't talking about. I wasn't trying to be sarcastic. I'm sorry. I'm just a little guy.
I'm not being sarcastic either. I couldn't tell from where I was shooting. Did I hit him in the head?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Oh, I thought that you meant for Nicole's head.
Oh no. The Azer, the flaming dwarf.
You got him square in the back of the head.
Yeah, you got him good. We couldn't have done
She
it
gives a little
without
fist
you.
pump. She gives a little fist pump with a yes. She has. What did she pick out? I think that she picked out the rhyme crystal. It's now attached to her bow.
Ooh.
Her bow is now softly misting, like the like water vapor is cascading off of it.
Ooh.
Now the thing's fucking cold.
Efficient.
Yeah, but I bet it's gonna play havoc on the bowstring.
Well, perhaps you could enchant that with something warmer.
Well, here's to the next one.
Yeah, too bad he decided to fight back, because, if he had stayed in business, give him a year or two and we could have robbed him again. We already know the route he takes. What a shame.
I'm thinking that he's taking this route again for a long time, friend.
No, probably not.
Should we clear the other road then?
We shouldn't have left them alive.
No, we should not have.
Yeah, probably not, but that wasn't my call.
They're old, right? Like we're like a full day's travel from town. We could ride them down. That's an option.
Roderick will give you a gauntleted smack on the back of the head. Old lives are still lives.
I was joking. Sorry.
If you don't want him to recognize you, I don't know what to tell you. You knew you were a distinctive look when you came into it. The rest of us can cover our faces.
Yeah.
Reputations in town were pretty much burned anyways, so it's good they went back.
We weren't welcome there.
That's what I figured. So, what are you thinking of your plans next? You still want to build that shop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
that was
what's
the
the
goal,
next
right?
nearest town? Yeah, like I want to do this, right? Like we want to go legit.
Well, counting everything up here, I think we've got about 2,000 in gold, about 1,000 in goods, and I couldn't even guess at the magic items. Probably another 1,000 or two minimum, depending on who we can sell them to. If we can sell them, they're usually pretty distinctive. Hence why you get to pick what you want. Can't imagine there's more than one of those wandering its way through the merchant's shops. He'll nod over at the solar shellflower.
It called to me.
Well, may it call to your enemies as well.
Have you ever like a lot of those, the weird, funky little mushrooms that you'll find sometimes growing near a cow field? You ever
Yeah?
eat one of those? Yeah,
No?
you ever eat them? Sit under a tree. Oh, you should. Sit under the tree. The plant mommy will talk to you.
Yeah,
Never see God's son.
All right. Well, I'm seeing here that we could probably pry loose half of this and in your venture.
Wary is that now we're wrecking, though. We're running a storefront so near to town.
He'll give a smile. Why do you need to be near town?
I imagine we want to
'cause-
be as far away from town as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here. We won't want it to be too far away, because we do want to sell those gems. That does seem to be a problem if you're not going to be making it in town anyway.
Well, if we're selling arcane crystals, I think the best idea would be for us to spread information of where we're selling them to people in the arcane community. Perhaps I could help spread the word at the college I went to of a place where I and my family have settled down selling crystals. It wouldn't be bizarre for such arcane materials to be a little off the beaten path. Any truly powerful wizard who wants a hold of it knows that it may be an adventure to get it, which means they will come with the money for magical crystals.
And thinking about that fight, with all the confusion, I'm not certain that your reputation is as trashed as you think.
I did yell lightning at the caravan leader and point a lightning sword at him.
Most of the people were quite far back, and you didn't actually manage to hurt him.
That's true.
Unless we were seen specifically discussing with you, my reputation should be stark, although maybe slightly in the dirt for being so rubbish at helping.
Well, perhaps that's not the answer. Shop. What can we do with these crystals? We've got barrels of this stuff. We just need somewhere to sell it.
Well, couldn't you also find someone to refine it?
Into
I
what?
suppose.
I don't know.
Healing potions.
Yeah, that should.
Oh, that's right. That's what these are good for. Shucks, if only I was an alchemist and hadn't made a choice since the end of that last fight that made it harder to be an alchemist.
I can dip into alchemy.
It takes a skill feat.
I
I
have
think
not
that
leveled up yet.
Wigglesworth does have one available.
That may work then. The world's cutest alchemist.
You have a bard feat and a skill feat.
But what is your relevant stat? Because that'll be the big decider.
For
Because
healing? For alchemy?
for crafting, it's intelligence.
Yeah, and you're not trained in crafting either.
God, would you mind, since I have not used my sign language, if I went back on that sign
Go
language?
for it. Yeah, go ahead and swap that out for the alchemy.
Thank you. And I will say, I think I could learn to be a proficient alchemist.
Well, perhaps middleman then. Middle folk. If you set up yourselves an alchemy lab, we could get you the crystals. You turn them into potions. We'll find someplace to sell those.
Okay. We can't set up into that town as they've established laws about folk
Yeah,
like
we're not
us.
allowed to own property, unfortunately. We would have to use a different town.
Well, you can head down the road to Silver Lake. It has a different lord. You could continue on into the Serpent's Nest. The dozen or so kingdoms there could give you plenty of cover to move between. Or hide under the cloud of the Embermont in Scorchfield.
What's the serpent's nest? Not, I'm worried about snakes or anything like that. I'm fine with snakes. I don't know who brought up snakes, but like, they're fine.
Mom can eat snakes.
I do eat small snakes.
Oh,
Do they taste
Yeah,
good?
hedgehogs eat snakes straight up.
Yep.
love that.
They are brutal little creatures.
Well, how about this? They'll give you each an extra 100 gold from the pot and as many barrels of the gemstone dust or the glowstone dust as you can carry.
How much can our pony carry? I assume that's one? Oh, wait, no, we have a cart.
In the cart, you could probably get 4.
And did the rat get the wig?
The rat did not get the wig. We will. It's an inexpensive magical item we shall be able to afford later.
Shining Pete has the wig.
Pete, give it me. Round 2, dance off.
Shines. He shines.
He will
Is it a
he will reach into his wig and pull out like sparkling fingers. Pull out for your feet.
So fucking funny to me. I love that. Like,
Huh?
The bag
I
of weasels.
it's just undoing me.
It's the perfect first magical item for this character, honestly. Like she's
Like,
my dark wild magic character. She's fun.
you could scoop a bunch of rocks into it and just eat rocks out of it, and there's a, roughly 45% chance that you're just gonna be chucking weasels at people.
I think Dasha's preferred use for the bag of weasels is to just put everything she finds interesting into it. Because, she's a little kid. She's going to run around the woods picking up like rocks and, weird things that she finds.
Rocks and twigs and weirdly shaped roots.
And dead animals sometimes.
Dead
Oh
weasel.
god,
Probably where the weasels came from.
into the bag and a live weasel. So
I think also the best part about this magical item is I can, because I know what it is, it's like I don't have to know or care what I'm pulling out of there. It doesn't matter. Because either way something is going to happen.
Yep. Oh, and
Handful of angry weasels.
There is nothing in the description that says that it loses the properties of a magic item when it becomes a weasel.
So then it's just angry weasels.
Just a magic weasel at that point.
Technically, I'm reaching into this bag and I'm either grabbing a gun or a weasel. Either way, something's gonna happen. Oh.
When you get a crit using the lie action, target's attitude improves 1 step.
Ooh.
Only works once a conversation.
That's real niche though.
Which skill are you? Diplomacy?
Either diplomacy or society.
Or deception.
Yeah.
So that above the table, because that was an extra 100 gold, right?
Yeah, an extra 100
yes.
gold for each of us.
Dasha, unless you're throwing your 100 gold into your bag of weasels, I've just been tracking party gold. But if you want, you are your own autonomous and more than welcome to throw.
You know what? Let's put it with party gold because no one ever taught Dasha how to manage money. She doesn't understand its value and cannot be trusted.
Good to know.
Also,
It
I'm
to
just
go
like
to
what I know of her character so far, like she literally does not know the value of gold because she's been living in the woods.
We are just learning ourselves because not only was our wealthy wizard, but like we didn't go to the store for shopping. Race has like the most experience. I have like
Well,
tied with Bob.
let us also remember that if Dasha puts her gold in the bag of weasels, there's a pretty good chance it might not come out.
That's why I was thinking it would be really funny if it was like, you know what, guys, I'll get the tavern for the night. You just walk up to the bar, reach in, and so if you're grabbing 5 gold, roll for the coins individually to see if they become.
Oh my! Okay, I actually really like that. Maybe Dasha will put her gold in the bag of weasels.
Like it's 100 gold, fair amount
Break
of
it into
gold, but all of a
coppers.
sudden, at the end of the day, like that's fucking. Oh my god, that is infinite weasel hack.
Infinite
Do you have
weasel
change?
hack.
Hey, oh no! Hey, do you have change for a silver? Let me look in my bag.
Yeah, I have
Handful of weasels.
7 coppers. Oh my fuck. Oh,
All right, yes, Dasha is learning money management with her bag of weasels.
it's an important lesson for a child that anything you love can just become a fucking.
And jump out and bite you.
What's your handle animal skill like? It's nature.
I don't remember. I don't remember if I took skills in that. Not yet, anyway. I'll have to pull it up and look.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I would have taken at least 1 point in the handle animal because, like, it would be a reasonable skill for her to have. I'll have to go over it again.
Handle animal is actually under the nature skill in this one, which I think is cool. I also wish it was its own skill, but I like that you get wisdom instead of charisma. Like they think they streamlined skills so much to limit the amount of like stat diversity that you needed to just be a character who could do more than one.
Yeah. Forces you to specialize your character a little more.
Yeah. Like I have pretty mediocre stats, but my like the skills that I'm good in, I'm really good in, and then I'm like semi decent in quite a few things, you know?
It's a good way to be.
Look, I don't think anybody in our party uses a stamina mechanic.
Nope.
Yeah, I like that just with the amount of with the bandit camp. Yes.
Juggle.
Make an impression with performance. That's nice. Does that add?
You have that one already. Distracting performance, create a diversion for an ally. Requires you to be expert in performance, though.
You know, probably the
Group impression. All right, and then your bard.
There isn't a good description of what Wild Song actually, like, tonal language, exploring.
I can make black powder for you. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure black powder level 0. I get access to all 5 of the level 0s. Oh, baby, you know what that's worth. Black powder.
Ooh,
is
heaven
worth
is a place on earth.
1 copper piece. But you don't need black powder. Damn it.
No, I need lid.
That's fine.
I
Oh,
I think you went robot again, Dad.
yes.
How about now?
You sound perfect
Much
again.
better.
All right, wonderful. Then I was saying that you need black powder to fire it at night.
That's very true. It's a good
I was
thing
gonna
Brian
ask,
reminded me.
like, because of the way it was set up, if I was unable to use black powder to fire it at night. But that is perfect. Great first real quest, guys. I'm
Song of Strength. I like what's healing in here.
What?
Healing in here? Is there anything that does healing?
Roderick's a good man. I want to know his story. I feel like he's a fallen knight.
Well, make me a diplomacy check.
I will not use the words fallen knight. Well, I guess we'll see what I roll first. Oh, nat 20.
Beautiful.
That can't be
Well, he fallen knight is better than broken man, which is usually how his kind are referred to. He was a knight, yes. It was some years ago when war came and the Lord took him off, and him and his father and 2 of his brothers. And it was glorious and terrifying. Only really glorious because he was lucky enough to have a horse and managed to ride by most of the carnage on the battlefield. The war pushed further, and questions weren't something you could just ask. Where are we? Who are we fighting? Why are we even here? And it always came back to some lord was angry about something some other lord did, and now we had to slaughter each other in the mud. It's my little brother Will died first, squiring for my older brother, Jack. And of course, Jack died trying to avenge him. My father died trying to defend him from those who would avenge those Jack revenged himself upon.
Such a cycle that's world.
Eventually,
Ill.
after we'd sacked a town and left its fields burning and its people bleeding on the streets, I recognized a barn. It's my neighbor's barn when I was growing up. And I watched as my friends, my companions in this endless war, lit it on fire in the name of some lord what's-his-fuck. We'd come full circle. We must have changed lords at some point along the way. And I was never allowed to ask, never allowed to know, until we'd come full circle and burned my home village to the ground.
I think it's very brave. You're a good man.
I wish that I could say that I brought my rage to the commander and told him what he was doing was wrong, convinced him to disperse the whole army, but that's not what I did. I waited until the dead of night, packed up my things, and left. I had to kill a stable hand to be free and make sure no one followed me. I can still remember his face, the surprise there. I think that he knew me, but I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. Eventually, when I stopped, I chipped my lord's sigil off of my armor. I probably could have sold it for a good deal more if I'd kept the emblem and simply bought myself some cheap, unadorned steel, but it reminds me.
Well, I say we drink to that stable hand tonight. Not for all of the twists and turns that life takes us down. We wouldn't be moving forth on this venture that could potentially help a lot of people and make us very rich.
Now, how many corpses is worth you being rich, Grippy?
Do you start counting the bodies around us, Grippy?
I've always been rich, you know? Even when we were dirt poor, kicked out of our home, you know? I had family. That's what matters.
The truth is, I didn't kill them because I'm not someone they could recognize. Not in this armor, not with my helm on. You all are very recognizable. Really, it was your choice to leave them alive. I still don't know if any of it's worth it. Hell shrugged. The way back to Starlight Caverns is a couple of days at this point, but in such a large group with a guide who knows the way, you neither get lost nor run into anything that your outriders couldn't handle. There's grieving over Griselda, but celebration over a job well done. They managed it.
Friends, or at least coworkers.
They seem pretty friendly with one another. There's not that many of them. Only 7 plus yourselves.
Can I go ahead and do a group increase?
Make an impression? Yeah. Make a performance check.
You've got this.
A ballad for Griselda.
Performance is a +8. +1 to make an impression for your being cute.
So +9?
Yep.
Does Mr. Whiskers get to help?
Do you ask Mr. Whiskers for help?
Sure.
I'll give you another +1.
+10?
Yep.
28.
28.
And up to 10 people in the area.
Yep.
So everybody.
Everybody's
liking us.
certainly you. And it rubs off on your companions, but you're playing up the adorable factor to 11.
That's a secret. I'm always at an 11.
That's the secret, Dr. Thrace. So, God, looking at the formula booklet, I think the best way we're going to do this is if I take a minor healing potion as one of my 2 first-level formulas, the minor healing potion is a first-level formula. So I think that will be the best method for turning the crystals into healing potions.
Okay. Yeah.
My second formula I took was Potion of Cheetah Speed. We'll figure out what to make that one out of later.
Okay.
But imagine all of us going real fast, really Sanicking it up.
Sanic shoes.
Hedgehog.
I gotta go fast.
Okay. Then, yeah. You need to find something fast.
Hedgehog quills or grippy slime?
I was thinking Grippy Slime, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, these are all theoretical formulas in a book in my bag.
Wonderful. Well, you have taken the perilous cliffside road up to the Nightfall Caverns. Your Whisper has gone ahead to make sure that the golem is not there and the way is clear.
Is there anybody who was left at camp while we were all gone?
Larry, the healer.
Sense.
He is very much not a fighter. And he prefers to consider himself a hostage.
It's much easier that way, isn't it?
Plausible deniability, he'll shrug. Welcome back. I see it went well. Although it looks
fought.
like we're missing one.
And Azer turned our friend into ash.
An Azer. Is that one of those like light gun things that you shoot from the like the sky?
No, a dwarf from the plane of elemental fire.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. Griselda bit it.
And her horse.
Ah, fuck. That just leaves Rod and Pete as our upfront fighters. They're gonna need to train the others up real fast.
And me.
You sticking around?
Oh, well, I guess we're going to be opening up the shop. But before long, we'll be legit. The haul was really good. We're being sent off to open up a storefront.
Huh.
I mean, we could stay. No reason why not. Wigglesworth will drag his feet through the dust.
I think we should all at least go to the new town to establish ourselves. After that, however, you may find it boring staying at home with Mom selling potions all day.
Yeah, we can, once we establish the storefront, we can hire employees.
You're gonna need to hunt down some exotic ingredients as well.
That's true. Speaking of, was wondering, Larry, if you'd be willing to show me what you've been doing to turn the magical crystals into healing potions. I have some ideas, but I'd love to run them past you.
Sure. He'll compare notes with you and teach you a couple of formulas of his own.
Any in particular, or just... He'll give me the level 0 ones you get for free.
Exactly.
He teaches me how to take flay leaf. Brutal. I was trying to figure out how I was going to learn that one. That's one of the ones you get for just having the book. The book just includes, how do you take this drug?
Flay leaf?
Yes, flay leaf. Spelt exactly how you think.
That sounds metal.
Is relatively common, though the mildly euphoric effect of smoking its dried leaves increases when it's sourced from plants specifically grown to produce such effects. It's weed.
It's weed. Okay. Yeah, no, he's got lots of it.
You get +1 item bonus for saving throws against mental effects. And then eventually you get stupefied and fatigued.
Wanted to see about some healing while we were here. Oh, gosh. I forgot that because my AC is tied to my proficiency bonus.
It went up?
Yeah, my AC's 9 now. And then when I get master, it'll go up by another 3 on top of whatever incremental bonuses I'm getting. But also enemies have a significantly higher to hit bonus and stuff too, because of how that scaling works. So it makes sense. I'm looking at having an AC of 30 at 10th level.
Brutal. But you're a monk, so...
Yeah. I mean, my health is not bad. I'm at just under 30. So I
just hit 20.
Hell yeah. All right, frontliner.
But yes,
and then
Larry will heal you.
Doodly-doo. Did we fix Nicolt, or can we ask him to doodly-doo Nicolt as well?
He will also heal Nicolt. Yeah, he's the camp healer, and he's got enough ingredients in this cave that he's not worried about running out.
Ideal. What direction were they saying the next town is from here? Can I look that direction, see what's in the geography ahead?
Yeah. Well, the Serpent's Nest is pretty obvious from up here why it's called that. Is more that it's a marsh of winding, interconnected rivers and hills and islands between them. It looks like a nest of snakes.
A real rat king of snakes.
So that's off to the northwest. Off to the southwest is Silver Lake, which you can see off in the distance from here.
Have I ever been to either? I know I had to leave home to go to college. Have I been to either of these areas?
The nearest college... I want to think that most large cities would have a college.
I
So the
almost
nearest-
imagine I went to like a community college, like not even a full real one. So it doesn't have to be like a huge city.
Yeah, no, I think that it was almost certainly Embermont. Embermont University.
Evermont University.
Embermont.
Embermont University. Fostering
Oh.
the spark of magic.
Volcano University.
Yes.
Oh, I love that, fostering the spark of magic.
Go
So close.
fighting volcanoes.
Have y'all seen the spell timber?
I
It's a
did look at that.
You
That one's
create
fun.
a small dead tree in your space that falls over on anyone in its path, then immediately decomposes. It's a 15-foot line. That's not a very small tree. And if it's 15 feet of damage, then that's realistically like almost a 20-foot tall tree, because you figure the top of it's going to be all like spindly and wiry.
Well, I imagine it's a fake tree. Like it's just the trunk of a tree.
Wrong.
What spell list are you, Primal?
Yeah.
Anybody who's got nature, go ahead and make a check to see if you can determine what might go into a speedier potion.
I have it.
The nat
Yes.
20. And when I moved my little floating dice thing, it went all the way down to the bottom and sunk back up to a nat 20. It was just
What's
moving
important is the alchemist's roll, and the alchemist critically failed.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which is perfect because mine's a wild guess, and whereas we're automatically going to assume that your guess is the correct one.
The best thing that you can think of, Dr. Thrace, for things that are fast are sharks.
Sharks?
Sharks. You need shark fins.
Understood.
Oh no. It's shark fin soup.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking terrible.
My teacher made us watch a documentary on shark finning and all of the
Oh,
horror
Jesus.
that are done to the ocean my junior year. I started bawling. That's the shit that made me leaving in farming. I grew up in such a far right household. I was like, God, this, and like I'm glad I took that class because foundational in my development. But by God, I would, I think 16-year-olds should see that, but like I don't want to be the one to show it to them.
You ever see the whales on Blue Planet? The mom and the calf got attacked
Yes.
by the orcas.
Anyway, the main reason why it's a nat 1 is you are nowhere near an ocean.
Yeah, I think about which of the areas is more likely to have sharks, as I hope someone gives me a better idea of something to put in fast potions.
Last things for you, Grippy, you can think of either peregrine falcon feathers, or there are ember foxes that live on the Embermont
Oh,
that are like fire elementals,
okay.
but they're real quick.
Yeah, I'll share that.
It sounds
But-
like we should go to Embermont on our way to finding an ocean to get real resources then.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, you were saying that it could potentially be a good area to scout out the market for our potion too, right?
Correct.
That's where you.
It's a shady place, and not just because of the constant thunderheads that are overhead.
So we need to watch out on your gun if we're going there.
Yes.
I think my little
Well-
exhaust fan for the window finally died. Rest in peace, buddy.
Oh, the little computer
Yeah,
one? No.
I think a wire came loose and I don't know how to fix it.
Fuck.
I agree. In the So the angels. Na, na, na. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted.
No worries. It is 7:56 here, so we're gonna be calling it a game. I am hearing that y'all want to head towards the Embermont to at least get some Ember foxes. For the
Yeah.
potion.
Correct.
Look out the market attention.
I'm gonna say that Dasha actually, being from the Embermont, knows a good couple of places where they make their dens.
Ideal. The child will help us find alchemical regions.
Sounds good.
Sounds great. Thank you everybody for playing. I love y'all. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
GG.
I love
Will
y'all
we next
too.
week? Love y'all.
See you next week. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.